Hello everyone. It's Friday night over here. Welcome. And I am trying to connect with our Facebook page. So please bear with me for a minute or two. Let me see if it works. Yes, I think we're here. And I already see some people joining me. That's cool. Welcome everybody. It's Esther here on a Friday night instead of Els. And I hope you're able to see me. And I'm waiting for a few minutes so some more people can join us. And just checking if I can see some comments. Yes, we're here. I see a lot of people already coming in. Hi Suzanne, Marie-Claire, Marielle, Cora, Riek, Anne, Jody, Debbie, Crystal, Chrismar, sorry, Gaby, hi Gaby, Elke, Debbie, Michelle, Saskia. This is going to be fun, ladies. Well, usually it's Els on a Friday evening, but she is traveling at the moment with her RV camper, with her husband, with Jupe, and they are on their way to Canada, and they have a long road ahead of them, and she wasn't sure if she was able to connect with us through Facebook because of the bad Wi-Fi where she is at the moment. So that's why I'm here on a Friday night, and you have to put up with me. So, oh, hi Diane from Canada, nice to see you too. Anneke, hi Anneke, Claudia. Oh my, I'm hoping I can keep it up with all of you here. Hi Nancy. Oh, there's a Wednesday winner, I see. I think Anna is also posting on behalf of Elizabeth Craft Designs. Wednesday's giveaway $50 gift certificate. It's Debbie Grant. Please email info@ecraftdesigns.com to claim your prize. So congratulations. What else do I see? Who else do I see? Saskia, Deirdre, Angel, Linda, Maria. Oh, it's busy. Well, it's impossible to name all of you, but I'm so happy to see you're here. And tonight I am going to show you what you can do with the set I'm showing you at my desk at the moment. It's called the Notepieces Set, and every now and then we got some questions about it because, as you can see here, it has lots of tiny elements, and I can imagine if you don't know, if you didn't make this set, how shall I say it, that you don't know what to do with it, with all those little bits and pieces. So I'm going to show it to you. Hi Paula from Connecticut. And let me see, I'm going to scroll back now and then to see if I'm missing something. Marga, Rachel. Putting you up with you is not a punishment. Thanks, Eureka. That's really nice to hear. Hi, Pat. Paula. I already mentioned Paula, I believe. And Cora is also there. Okay, so this set with all those bits and pieces gives you a lot of possibilities to work with. As the most of you already know, is that I like to use up lots of scraps. So all my leftovers I use for die cutting the reinforcement rings. And I see a lot of you already doing this too. So if you have got scraps or you want to work in advance, cutting out little bits and pieces, leftovers, and you don't throw away so many pieces of paper. So that's the same what I do with this one, because it has so many little elements, small elements. You can use up all your leftover pieces of paper too, of course. So let me see, well, shall we start with? Hi Anna, also good to see you. Wendy. Okay, what I think is easiest to start with is show you some of the things I already did with those bits and pieces, and then I'm going to show you step by step how I assembled them. Well, it's not rocket science, but it's just to give you some ideas. and I am sure you will have many ideas yourself too, but it's just to point you out in the right direction. So for example, I think I am going, no, let me think. Yes, I am going to start with this one. Here you can see I used 3 different elements, and then a little strip with some pictures I printed. So for this one, and also, now let me show you that I cut already some of the elements. So I always have some laying around, and I think that's easy to work with, because sometimes I'm a little bit lazy and I don't want to get all my dies out, and then it's handy if you have got some neutral colors, in my case, laying around, which you can easily grab and start working with. So for this one, for example, I took one of the larger dies, that's this one, the biggest one. I combined it with, let me see, yeah, this one, and then I used the smaller version too. So for this label or layering, or how do you want to call it, I used 3 of those dies, and I'm just grabbing some pieces of paper to show you. So it's this one, and let me see, no, it's the smaller one. Where is it? This one. Oh, this is a double one. And then I used the smaller one. And don't mind the color combinations right now. It's just to show you how I did it, okay? So just use 3 of those in different sizes. Gives you a really nice effect already. And then, for example, glue a picture on it like this. Or you can use this part for journaling too, of course. What I did here, as you can see, it's the stamping part. For example, it's here too, by the way. I can do it here on this one, because this is just a plain piece of craft paper, which I've got here, and I always use this foamy thing for stamping. So it's the stamp with which says love. It's from this stamp set, number 147. And then I think I will use grey for now. I did it with the black one over there. And it's really easy to do this, but it gives you, I always think when I do this that I'm creating my own design paper. So just stamp on your plain piece of paper and keep repeating it. So you have to stamp better, Esther. And if you want, you can move it a little bit up and down, or a little bit more to the left or the right, just to give it a little bit of a different effect. I am not completely on top, how do you say it, on top of the piece of paper, because the camera is hanging above my working space, so it's hard to make it closer together over here. So as you can see here, it worked better when I did it when there was no camera on top of my workspace. So, but I think you will get what I mean if I'm showing you this. So this is what I did on the same piece of paper over here, and on the part below I stamped it one more time over here. So, and you can do that with a lot of other stamps too, of course. Make your own pattern paper. And I am going to check the comments for a second now. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not good. No questions. I see Simone. Oh, Simone. Ha, Saakje. Nice to see you too. Ed is also there. Simone, I think now I remember. I see your name and I had to do something for you. I'm not sure what it was, but send me a message, okay? Because I know there was something I had to check for you, but I can't remember what it is. Kobe is also there. Hi Kobe, nice to see you. Melanie, Yvonne, Antoinette, Anita. Yes, it's puzzling set, Laura. I completely agree with you. More people coming in. And I see Els from Belgium, bits and pieces. Okay, so this is one example I did for you, and I used one of the clip dies from another set, and then I added one of the reinforcement rings over here too. So this is just an idea for you to show you what you can do. And this is quite easy, layering some pieces of paper. So I'm going to put this one aside, and I am going to show you, oh yeah, this is actually a little bit the same technique. For this one, I use the larger piece over here. So again, I will keep them beside me. That's maybe a little bit easier. The big one is behind the picture, as you can see. Then I took the smaller one, which is over here. And what I did then is take the same one again. No, or was it a different one? I can't remember. And I also cut some of those pieces of paper out of vellum. So as you can see over here, I hope you can see it. I will move it a little bit closer to the camera. As you can see over here, there's a piece of vellum laying behind the picture, but it lines up with the blue part underneath. So over here you can do the same. Just line up those little tiny holes, and then you just tear or cut if you are working a little bit more tidy, neatly. If you want, you can use your scissors, of course. And in the meantime, I see Cindy from, let me see, from Virginia. Welcome, nice to see you too. Tulsa D1, nice to see you. Hi, Nicole. Nicole is from France, and she just moved to Brest, Brittany. If I'm correct, Nicole. Yeah, we talked to each other a couple of days ago. And I really like using your dies. It's so good to see you all here, people. Okay, so what I did here, it's the same technique, layering some elements, also using vellum paper. And what's so good by using vellum paper is that you can cut, I think, maybe 3 or 4 layers at the same time. So if you use a die like this, you can easily cut 3 or 4 layers of vellum at the same time. And as I am mentioning this, I also think when you do this layering, use a thin paper, because otherwise your journal will get really thick really quickly too. So I don't mind if it's getting thicker, so it means I have to get a new journal earlier. But I mean, when using thinner pieces of paper, it's a little bit more smooth, and it's not getting really thick that quickly. So again, layering and using different pieces of paper and vellum. And as you can see here, I used this die. Oh, there's a little bit of dust here. It's this one, and therefore you need those 2 dies from the die set. And one of them, which I'm going to show you now, because I already pre-cut some, and I put them in a bag this afternoon, so it was easy for me to do this Facebook Live tonight. So one of them gives you this as a die, and the other die is cutting this piece of paper. So when you add those 2 together, it will give you this, and that's what I used here as a little journaling spot on the side of my picture. You can also put it on top, of course, or make a tag with it, or put a date over here. It's all up to your own imagination. And when you do this, it's the most easy thing to do is to apply double-sided adhesive at the back of the paper before you die cut it, because otherwise it's quite a difficult one to attach when you use glue. It's a little bit messy, and when you have the double-sided adhesive over here, it's much easier to glue it down and attach it like this. Okay, so and then we have the same die. So this is the big one, wherefore you need 2 different dies to get this effect. And then there's also the smaller one, and these are the ones to make the smaller. I call it a tap thingy. And let me see, I paired one over here, and it says you and me, and this is us. So this one would be really nice, for example, to put on top of a picture, or maybe a nice note card, or if you send somebody a card or a little present, you can use those tiny tabby things for a lot of other things. So these two will give you the large one, and these two combined will give you a smaller one. And again, please use double-sided adhesive at the back side of the paper before you die cut it. For this one, it's not really necessary to use double-sided adhesive at the back, because this one is much easier to attach. So you can see like this. You put a little bit of glue on the sorry, on the, how do you say it, bottom part? No, at the back side. Oh, Anneke is asking a question. Is the die set? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's no, yeah, that's correct. 1739. This is the number of the die set. Thanks, Anneke. So this is a really good one to use too, and I'll show it you one more time. It's here on this picture. By the way, this is from my journal I'm working on for months already. And I am working on a journal. It's over here. And it's my kind of junk journaling. It's here. And I am documenting our house where we live in now. And we rebuilt it in 2019. Oh my gosh, this is wrong. Do you see? I wrote down 2019, but it was 2009. So I have to change this. It's already 10 or almost 11 years ago we did this as a fixer-upper. So I also make mistakes. But I don't care. And Marion, nice to see you too. Hi Marion. And Angel, Marie-Claire. Yes, your planner. That's the only... That's a good one, Marie-Claire. Yeah. Marie-Claire says the only thing she likes getting thick is her planner. Okay, don't look in the mirror. I stopped looking at the mirror. Okay, so this was the one with the top things. I'm going to put these ones aside now, and I'll show you the next one. If you have any questions in the meantime, please ask, and I hope I'm able to answer them for you. And if I don't answer immediately right now, I will answer you when the Facebook Live is done, and I can read all the comments and reply to you back then. And by the way, this die set, I'm not sure if it's available in the US at the moment. I thought I heard Els mention something that it was out of stock. But it will be back, if it's not already, around the 16th this month. And if you go to the product page, you can set, or how do you call that? Ask for an email notification when it's back in stock again. And otherwise you can contact your favorite retailer, of course, because I'm sure they will have it in stock at the moment. So I'm going to put a little bit aside, because otherwise it's getting really messy over here with all those tiny bits and pieces. I probably will need those two later on, and I think, let me see, oh yeah, this one is nice too. I took them out of my planner, out of my journal, so okay. For this one, as you can see, I hope I'm still... how do you get your pictures smaller? Janet, what do you mean? You mean printing those pictures? I'm using an app to do so. So I think my app is called Pick and something. I will answer you later. Oh yeah, which app do you suggest? I will look it up for you. And let me see. Yeah. Oh, Nicole, this is so much fun doing. If you take all your little pieces of paper, your scraps, and you can do this when the weather is good. Sit outside, take your die cutting machine outside. You can do this in front of the television, and it's just fun doing it, and make some stash, so you can always grab something if you need it. So that's really nice to do. Then Yes, they already are available, Denise, I think, in the UK. Are the arrows also? Yeah, there's one arrow over here. It's this arrow. I don't know if you mean this one, Margriet. It's also in the set, and these two. Everything which is on my sample, how do you call this? A plate, is in the same set. And I will show you all of them. And for this one, this is a complete planner page. I will put this one aside. And I used the same piece of paper 3 times. So it's this size, this one. And I used it 3 times. So you can also do this. I like to use neutral colors. But of course, if you like to use bright colors, or let's say you are working in a journal for your children or grandchildren and they like pink or blue or orange, you can use it any color you like. So please try to think in your own favorite colors when I'm showing you this in my favorite colors. So I hope this makes sense. So for this 3 pieces of paper, same size, and the only thing I did is make this one smaller. So I did it like this. I will show it to you. Put this one here, and let's say this one is approximately here, and then the third one will be something like this. And if you want to make it smaller, you just move it up a little bit, and then it will give you different heights of paper. And then you can glue it down by using some glue or double-sided adhesive. It's just what you think works best for you. So for this one I did this is a picture of my son when he was helping us at the house, and here you can see the old house. The house is from 1920, and we extended this part, so this is a big kitchen now, and here we were building it. And which is also really cool to use, before I forget, I will move it up a little bit so I hope you can see, are these tiny stamps on top of the reinforcement rings. Let me see, where are they? And in the meantime, if you hear me not speaking, I'm trying to read the comments, so it's a little bit complicated doing a live, I always think, because I never thought of doing that outside. Yes, it's called a plan, Nicole. Go outside. Waarom maar 1 stuk pagina? Oh, okay. Thank you, Marijke. Okay, I'm distracted again. You see those little reinforcement rings, and then you see we've got those little tiny stamps which you can add to your reinforcement rings. And they are in this set, and there are 3 different ones in here. One of them says notes, the other one says love, and this one says pull, because it's supposed to... I created this stamp set when the top loading pocket came out, so you can make something pull out, and then you can use this little stamp, and the same words over here, pull here. So, but these are the cute stamps you can use on the reinforcement rings. And let me see if I have got... They don't fit on all the reinforcers, but for example here, the normal ones, the circle ones, I think I've got them here. I also prepared a few which say love, so it's easy to grab them if you want to do a quick decoration of a page. And here you can see them over here on the double reinforcers. I use them here. This is the double one. You can see it's also going to the back side, and I stamped it on both sides. So you fold this one, and then it covers your whole page on both sides, the whole reinforcer. So don't forget to use those tiny stamps because they are really cute. And the set is number 160. So this has the 3 little circle stamps to put on the reinforcers. So I didn't want to forget those. And let me see. So these were the 3 larger ones, and I am going to put these aside too. And what's next? Let me see. Okay, those ones. There are 2 like this. Oh. Which I keep getting questions about. Those. and it comes with this one. And I see you thinking, oh my, what should I do with those? Well, I am going to tell you in a minute. You can use this one, and it all, most of the things mix and match, so you can combine everything. But these, I hope you can see them. Yes, I think they're good. I'm going to show you what I do with those. Maybe if you have any other ideas, please show me, please tell me. Post pictures in the group, I would love to see that. I will start with this one. And I put some bits and pieces in the back because otherwise it's one big mess over here. So as you can see, for this one has the half circle. It's not a complete circle, but egg-shaped thing at the top. It's this die, and the most of the times I am using it in combination with this one. So as you can see, this one, I will show you it in black and white because then you can see it very well, I think. This one cuts up this card with this on top. So to give you an idea how this looks when it's done, it's this card on top and this one goes here. So that's why this is a little bit oval, not circular, it's oval. I hope it makes sense. And for these little parts, I do also use double-sided adhesive at the back, so it's very easy to attach it here. And this little card, this one, goes here because this is a little bit oval shaped too. And if you glue this one down here, it gives you a really small sorry, opening between this part and this part. So, and in the end it will look like this. So that's one of the things you can do with this die in combination with this part. But there's also this little thingy, and I have no idea how to call it as I'm thinking of it now, but it will give you this one. Let me see. Also double-sided adhesive at the back, and then it's very easy to attach it here. So I will do that to show you. Let me see. And you know, when you use double-sided adhesive before cutting, there's no mess with glue when applying those little bits and pieces on your paper. So you see, I was inspired to make these, how do you call those things? You see, when I like to use office supplies, and this is some kind of badge what people put on their suits when they are a visitor at a show or at a company, and this will be put on your coat or your dress or your shirt with your name on it. So that's why I got the idea for making those. So as you can see, those little things are meant to go up there. And this is the one with the oval part on the top, which combines really well with the oval shaped card here. So you can use it either with putting the oval thing over here, or you leave it just like that. It's a complete different effect, but using the same die. And then, let me see, it's also fun if you cut this one, the little, and you can do, for example, this. There's no glue on this one, so I'm just showing it to you to show you that it's so different by making different combinations. So by using only those two dies, you can make a lot of different things. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, super cute, those labels. They are so cute, loving this. Oh, thank you. Yes, they are so cute to work with. Okay, so that's for this one now. I'm going to put this one, let me see, I'm going to put this one back here, and this one was from here. And then we've got this other one, which is square and doesn't have the oval part on top. And that one I am going to use in combination with this one. So I'm going to put these aside for now. And I'm going to put back all those elements in a tiny cellophane bag, sorry. And sometimes I use everything and I'm putting it in one big tin or a little box, and I've got all those bits and pieces all mixed up. But sometimes I also do it like this, put it in a bag and put it in my folder where I keep my dies organized. So it's up to you what you think is convenient. And I forget something else. I'm going back to the oval die again, this one, because this one also has matching stamps. And it's also from the same release. It's called number 161, and this was 160. And as you can see, we have got large and smaller numbers, and it all combines really well together. And you can stamp those two on the labels if you want. As you can see, there's a little difference. The one is a little bit bigger, higher, let me say higher, and the other one is a little bit lower but wider. And it gives a different effect on the label, because when you are using the oval thingy here, you don't have that many space left on top. So that's why I made this stamp a little bit lower, and this one is just a little bit bigger. So you can decorate or do a little bit of journaling here or write a note to someone. That's all up to you. But it's also with the same dies and the stamps combined. So now I'm going to put them aside, and I'm moving on to these two. Let me put this aside. Let me see. Yes, that's this one. This one can go in here. Otherwise, it's driving me crazy. And I'm going to check the comments. Hold on for a minute so I can read what you are all talking about. Where are we? Oh my. Chantal, you never knew how to use this set. Okay. Now, I'm happy that you are able to see it now. Yes, Nancy, you really need me. You can't live without it. A treasure box. Yes, that's good. Oh, honey, nice to see you too. Yes, it makes you greedy, honey. I know. It would be something for you, honey, because you like to work with all those little elements too. I remember. So it might be a good one for you. Okay, here's the other one. And as you can see, this one doesn't have the oval shape on top. It's just a rectangular label with the corners around it. And it has this part with it. And with this part, you can make a small pocket. So it will give you, for example, this one. And when you apply this part, only put some really thin double-sided adhesive at these three parts, and then it's a pocket, you know. So let's say for a little gift, but also in your journal, in your planner, when somebody's having a birthday, you can put it in your planner, in your journal, as a decoration with some pictures, or you can give it to somebody as a gift with a tag or a nice card. And I try to use a little bit black and white, because I always see Marie-Claire using black and white, and that's really cool how she is using it. But I'm also so afraid when I use black and white, it always smudges my ink everywhere I don't want it to be. So, but this was just a small project, and that worked out okay. So as a little pocket on one of the tags. And as you can see here, here I made another one, and it's the same card, only different color combinations. And as you can see too, here I used one of those one of those, which you fold and then apply it or stick it down on your tag. And over here I used one of those other oval elements, which is one of those. You can cut 4 at the same time, so you don't have to run it through your die cutting machine over and over again. So it gives you 4 at the same time. So that's really nice to use for this one. And you can make all kinds of color combinations, of course. As you can see with blue, and then you can, for example, do a blue reinforcer here. And well, you can mix up everything. What's also nice, if for example you want to add a little note in one of those pockets, just take one of these. Let me show you again. It's this one, and just tear it. And you can write something on here or use a little stamp. Oh, I'm going to use this one. And then slide it in. That might be fun too. Oh, and I forget something. Oh, my. I will go back to the other one. Hold on. I'm going to grab one of the other. Yeah. Let's say you've got those cards. And when you want to make it or give it a more distressed look, just tear apart those holes. So take a pen or I use my Tim Holtz thingy again, and just, I'm not sure if you can see it, what's happening, but you tear apart those holes. So it's just like you tear it out of a notebook. You see what I mean? I hope. I will show it to you in a minute using some black paper as a background. Let me find some black cardstock. Okay, here is something. As you can see now, it's more torn apart. I hope this makes sense. I will keep it up for a few seconds over here. Hey, Els is also there. Hi, Els. Nice to see you. Where are you? Far away. Els here. Made it, and I will batch it back. Hi. Good to see you, Els. Okay, if you want a more distressed look, tear those holes with a pair of scissors, a pen, or a picky thing like this. Okay? And then you can also use distress ink or something to make it even more distressed. So, let me see. And then in this set is also, okay, I think I've lost it now. Where is it? Oh no, here. This very tiny element. And this is one you really have to be careful for that you don't lose it because it's so small. So what I suggest, put a piece of washi tape and then stick it down to your envelope or your card or whatever where you keep your dies, because this one is an easy one to get lost, and we don't want that, of course. But this one gives you the opportunity to make the same hole in every other subject, or no, every other card or picture or whatever you want. You can apply it on every piece of paper. This, for example, I did it this afternoon. I can do it again. Let me show you. On a picture. Oh, this is not really smart, Esther. Okay. As you can see here, I will keep it in front of the camera again. It's in here. So I applied, I glued down. I'm going to show you again. Let's say I want the opening for the reinforcer here. I stick it down with a little bit of washi tape, run it through your cutting machine, remove it, and then it will give you an opening like this, so you can apply one of those hingy things again. Those over here. So that's what the little one is for, to use it in any other project you want. So if you have a tag or a large piece of paper and you would like to make it a little bit more fun or interesting by using an element like this, oh, where is it? Just run this one through your die cutting machine on your project, and then later on you can apply one of those. I know it's really petite, so I'm hoping that you're all able to see what I mean. Yes, it's priegelwerk, Josette. That's right. I don't like much priegelwerk, but for this one I think it's okay. But you have to be careful that you don't lose it. So that one I also did over here. And that's the only thing you have to do is use this little element. And again, make sure you don't lose it. So I think I covered all those elements too. Yes, because this one is the pocket. The other one is with the oval shaped thing. That's what we did too. I'm going to put those aside because otherwise I might lose them too. And that's what I don't want, of course. Let me see. This one goes here. And I am going to put those back in my little pocket. And this one, it's a nice one with one of the flowers from Charlene and Ilse. And I made a little tag, which is also in the set, by the way. but I don't think I have to tell you anything about those because that's really easy. These are those and those two, and it will give you something like this. And the other one is this. It's this shape. So you've got a small and a large one, and the same over here. And they're really cute to use too. So in combination with the stamps I just showed you, you can mix and match everything. Okay, I'm going to put these aside now and show you one of the next things I prepared for you. And I am trying to see if there are any questions. The flower, yes, that flower is great. That's from Charlene and Ilse. Kobe, oh, nice to see you, Kobe. Put myself. Oh, Jody, you did put yourself on the notification. That's cool. Really cool. Yes, it's small. Ah, Stacy. Now you know where the little oval opening is for. Yes. So that's good to do those Facebook Lives, trying to show you one set at a time, because we intend to mix everything up, and sometimes it's so overwhelming that it's maybe good to go back to basic and show you one or two of the dies we are working with. And I think I've got one more to show you tonight. Oh no, two. I've got two. Okay, and I'm going to take those two arrows. And they seem to look a little bit strange, but they are really not. They are fun to use. Because what they are for is you can layer them. So, for example, I've got a black one, that's this one. And I take this one, which is in blue. It doesn't matter, don't mind the color combination, but it's just for you, for me to show it to you. So the intention is you can put them on top of each other. So it's turning this way. And then you are going to put this one on top of it, like this. And there's no glue at the moment, so I'm just putting them on top of each other to show it to you. So it gives you an arrow, and if you are putting this one on top of a page or on top of a picture, it looks like it's falling down from the behind of the picture. So I'm trying to show it to you with this one, but I'm not completely sure if it makes sense because it's light blue and white, and my background is green. So I'm hoping no, this is not a good example. Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to show it here. For example, if you are going to put it here, I hope you can see it. I will leave it. You can see it in this one. It's a good example. I'm watching it on my screen now, so it will give you an idea. Yes, I see it's okay. So maybe this one is better here. It's a little bit more contrast. So when you put it on top of a page, on top of a picture or on the side, it looks like it's coming from behind the picture. That's what I'm trying to show you. And yeah, I think it works now. Does it make sense? Can you see it? I am scrolling down to the comments again. Pia, yes. Kobe, oh yeah, Nicole and Kobe, you guys also know each other. We met a couple of years ago when we did a workshop from, in Belgium. We were in Belgium. Okay, as you can see, and here I've got a few with letters. So for example, if you are using a couple of them on a row and you would do this at the top of a page, I think it's really nice. So you can write someone's name, and of course these letters come from my alphabet die sets, which gives you the same alphabet in 3 different sizes. So I hope it's good to see. I'm going to put this one, let me see, over here. So it gives you an idea how it would look like when you are putting more next to each other. Okay, I think it's, no, I will move it a little bit up because I see I'm a little bit out of the camera view. Okay, can you see it? Perfect. Okay, So that was one I wanted to show it to you too. And then to my last for tonight, I'm going to put those aside. And the thing I want to show you next is the same pieces of paper I used earlier tonight, but with a different effect. So I'm going back to those again. And want to show you this. Here you can see I used 3 different paper cuts, 3 different elements, but I layered them. So I took one big one, like this. Oh, thank you, Anne. Yes, many tiny pieces. So I'm trying to show you what's possible, and I'm sure you will come up with other ideas to make your own fun combinations. So this one is the bigger part at the back side, and then this one goes here. And and then for this one I used the same die cut again in a different color, but then I'm cutting off the holes, and I'm going to cut a little bit from both sides. So I'm taking my tiny guillotine, removing the holes and a little bit extra, like this. Let me check first if this is okay. I want to remove a little bit more, and it's just eyeballing, just whatever you like. So as you can see, it's the same width now, but it's lower because I want to stay the holes visible. I don't want to cover up the holes. So I'm going to, and you see it's the same width. So I'm going to remove a little bit from both sides. And why from both sides? Because I want it to line up here at the same place. If you remove a little bit more from one side, then it's a different effect. You can do that too, but I like to do a little bit from both sides. So again, with my small guillotine, and then you can apply it here, and you see this lines up really nicely, and you can glue them together. So that's what I did here. You can do some journaling, for example, with a white gel pen, or what's also possible is that you move it on top of a picture like this. It's just to give you an idea. And if I would do it like this, oh, this one matches up quite nicely. I would journal about what's going on this picture. It's my son who is making the roof on our extension of our house. And you can do some journaling, but you can also do some stamping, of course. It's whatever you like. So you can see it's a set with a lot of possibilities. Yeah, and I mean, you just have to have it. And again, if it's not available on the ECD website, you can write your name down, and they will give you an email notification when it's back in stock. Otherwise, ask your local retailer or your favorite online shop to get it for you. And I am going to see if there are any comments which I missed. I probably missed a lot. Oh, thank you, Catherine. That's really nice. Hi, Joseph. Nice to see you too. I didn't see you earlier tonight. I see Ans, who is also checking in. Irene, nice to see you. And okay. Well, ladies, I think we're here now for 45 minutes. So it's time for me to end this Facebook Live. I hope you enjoyed it. It's, let me see, it's almost 9 in the evening over here. I am in Holland at the moment. Well, at the moment, that's where I live, and we can't go anywhere. So obviously, to all the people in the US, have a nice day. Because I think it's around noon or just afternoon with you. And we have people from all over the world checking in lately. So have a great day, have a great evening wherever you are. And I hope to see you soon. I am not sure when else is going to do another Facebook Live, but we will keep you updated on our Facebook page, of course. Now I'm going to check the comments, and then I will reply to any of your questions, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, thanks for watching, have a nice weekend, and see you soon. Bye bye.